Hi. Oh my god. Okay, so how? I don't know how the sound was for you guys, but it was skipping all the time for me. It was just like do 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 go 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 go, and I'm just like, what the hell? So if it's sounding bad at my end, it couldn't have been sounding good on your end. Hi Angie. I do have ideas in the works. I'm just, I want to make sure they look good. Also, my nose just dry and it's got. There we go. So I don't. The other ones were easy because I just take the things I already made and slap them on something. Hi, Fallen Wyvern. Hi, Elvis. Yeah. I don't know. No, it was not supposed to be skipping. I was getting really mad about it. I'm like messaging Fallen Wyvern. I was like, is our internet shitty? Is someone downloading something? I was like sounding like my dad. I was like, can you do a speed test? He's like, speed is fine. I'm like, what the hell? So I don't know if it was just my computer did not like YouTube music right now. Because everything else seems to be going pretty good. Maybe I didn't let it buffer long enough or something before I don't know. But no, it was supposed to be nice Christmassy music, but like lo-fi, so not like super obviously Christmas music, just chill wintry music. Yeah, it was bothering me a lot, so I turned it off. Now that I'm here and chatting. Sorry, my glasses are dirty. There we go. I don't know if you're here and I was talking about it the one day, but I definitely want to do a band t-shirt. Once I figure out how I'm going to design it and how many band names I can have on it, I will probably put some to a vote. Maybe not prophylactic spraying, though, because I don't even know if we all want to walk around with prophylactic spraying on our shirts, but, Dingo Kidneys is definitely up there. Shadowrun Tinder, I think, is definitely a contender. Ah! You should do one with the Angel of the Rock Band. Well, then we're doing a Jupe Troop one. You know, kind of music is not glitchy. Metal? I think, Motos, the metal would have been glitchy still. But no, you're doing a setup. Yeah, I just have to take time to sit down and figure out how I want it to look and see how the website lets me do it. And I know they do have t-shirts and other like sweater shirts and stuff like that, and they let you do at the front, the back, and then down the arms. One of the band names, in case anyone's forgotten our band names, let me just open it up and read them. I'll read the list because some of them aren't showing up ever in the random thing. Basilisk's Passion Project is one that might make it. That's a good one. But prophylactic spraying is one of the bands, and I don't know why. Aggressive Altruism will proudly be on there. Rip Ramona's Toaster. Two-Headed Bondage Heart. Seedless Dick. How can we not have Seedless Dick on the shirt? Like, buy me dinner before you make me wear that shirt. Clownfinger. Jupe in the Midnight will probably be on there. Multi-Layered Incident. DJ Nod of Acknowledgement, Unholy Mess, Plump Wife and the Several Nubile Mistresses, The Gruesome Tools, Owlbear Rodeo, Coffee and Old Bandage, Struggle Bus, Beaver Butt Latte, The Apostatutes. I forgot about some of these. Retus and the Fetus, Colossus Corpse Desecrator, Obsolete Chrome, which is good for tonight. Wolf and Doom. Iron Chunks. Dad and the Mustache. Dingo Kidneys. Quickies in the Cornfield. Ratatouille's Dark Ending. Beowulf. Just Beowulf. Is Beowulf here? Struggle Bus sounds like a Christian alt-rock band from the 90s. Sex Tip. And Fuego Utero. Steve Watch is definitely a must. Fear the Cheeseburger. I wish I could remember what brought that one on. Shadowrun Tinder. Radioactive Ghost. synthesized cannibalism, Dagon and the mortuary assistants, and danger shenanigans. So we got some good ones, but I don't think prophylactic spraying, no matter how funny it is, should be on the shirt. That's probably not something we want to walk around with. It's sort of like how this wonderful Kiri doll that talks doesn't say go fuck yourself, even though it totally should. Because that would be inappropriate to sell publicly, I guess. I just realized I hadn't turned Dixper on yet. Not that I know if we're going to use it, but... So... Let me leave that where it is. That way it won't have fit. Oh, never mind. I think it's the spraying that's more the problem than the prophylactic. Because prophylactic doesn't necessarily mean sex, though neither does spraying. But, you know, I don't know. It just gets weird when you just don't think about it too much. I'm really excited, because we're only 2 followers away from 300 now. Go us. Shadowrun, that's what I'm trying to do. I was like, what did I come here to do? I came here to came here to play Shadowrun. And chew gum, and I'm all out of gum. If you guys have ever at any point have any other merch ideas. Oh, I meant to get excited and say, oh my god, someone bought a Jupe Fact sticker, and then I got distracted by all the other happenings. For anyone who hasn't seen on the Discord, the stickers are quite large and wonderful. Good enema. Anyway, I put them on the end of my, I guess, wrist rest for my keyboard. That is totally detachable, and I don't know why. It does come in handy when painting and stuff, because I can just be like, boop, get it here. Okay. Shadowrun, where are you? There you are. There it goes again. I think my computer's just like, nah. Come on, there we go. Shows I'm gonna turn on Dixper. I should actually turn on Dixper. There we go. I have booped that jupe on my TV. Alright, so last I remember we left off, we had just finished kicking butt at Ass Technologies. Oh my god, we've been so booped! Boop. And now we're just gonna go back to the group and get paid. I'm assuming go meet Alice, because I'm assuming that'll be enough money to get her, because we were getting pretty close. I have no idea how far into the game this is. Oh, sorry. Calm down, game. Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Boop that jupe. Play 5 minutes, game ends. Oh yeah, that'd be really, like, I don't think that's... Where did I end up running to? Did I actually click somewhere? I did. Where do I have to go? Oh, I got, like, karma and shit to spend. Let's do that! Can always add more to my body. My body, everybody. I do need to up my SMG and such. I don't think... I can't get my intelligence any higher. Got my decking as far as it goes. Got my drone control. Yeah, I really fucked up making this character. Thankfully, no spoilers, but next game I know... because I already started it. Joopy joopy doop joopy doop joopy doopy. I couldn't help but say it. Yeah, nothing wrong with getting 6 body. There you go. And some quickness. Wait, 7? Oh no, I'm just out of karma. I was gonna say, is 7 the most body I can get? For every point of body, hit points increase by 10. That's pretty damn good. But I let my quickness to make everything a little better overall. And now I guess we gotta go get paid. You'd think 7 bodies was enough. You'd think! Okay, enjoy the food! I, today, ordered pizza. I was going to try and salvage a meal that I kind of fucked up earlier in the week. I just figured I could make sandwiches out of it, or make something better out of it later by refrying it. It's just one of those meals that I normally cook really well, and it just came out bland and gross. And though it was cooked enough, the texture was weird. I think the pork chops were just thicker than I'm used to. And... Tolly, really? And, so it was just very disappointing and gross. And, you know, so I was all like, well, I'll just try and salvage it today, but it's like, I wanted to play Overwatch, and I want to do all these other things, so it's like, you know, screw it. We'll order pizza, and I will salvage it for lunch tomorrow. That way, if it's not like, you know, 8 o'clock, we're done cooking it, and then now I still have to order food because it didn't get salvaged, you know? So I'm going to try that tomorrow. I'm excited, because I feel like frying it up will make it taste really good. But we'll see. We'll see. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work and I have like canned food I can eat. But yeah, I ordered a panzerotti, which I normally get a certain way. I decided to try a cheeseburger one today, and it was actually really good. Very good. Last few times I tried to experiment on my pizza, it just did not go well. It was gross every other time. Oh, 1 second. Okay, so I do have a fun thing that I gotta show you guys. I had a friend who had an extra, or an acquaintance, I don't know really how you'd word it. I got myself one of these babies for painting. The only problem is, I don't think I can wear it over with my headphones on. I meant to try that earlier. We're gonna try this together right now. I don't think I can wear it with my glasses. No, I can't see through it. I can't see. No, I'm gonna figure that out later. I look really cool, I bet. Panzerotti sounds like what happens when Germans and Italians and came together. It's seriously, is Panzerotti like only a Canadian thing? I run into this a lot. Like even more pro. It's just a pizza folded in half. And then fried. And it's surprising how much that comes up where I'm like, oh, Panzerotti, and people are like, what? So now I'm just wondering, is it like a Canadian thing? I know you've heard of a Panzerotti because I've told you I've gotten them before. There is a difference between panzerotti and calzones, and it is the size. But I always forget which one is bigger and which one is smaller. Also, I feel like we've had this conversation on stream, but I don't know if you were there for it. What else? Might have been a different, like a daytime one. I like panzerottis. I've seen them also called puffios. But that one's less common. Panzerotti and calzones are the ones I hear the most. Yeah, I know a lot of the restaurants where we're from, Alvis call them puffios. But that's a weird backwards place, so... yeah. Not naming names or giving away locations, but it's weird there. There's a reason I moved away. And it wasn't Elvis. Elvis is not the reason I moved away. I mean, it does have surprisingly good food for a city of racists and homophobes. Also, I think that's getting a bit better too, from what I've heard. But it does have surprisingly good food for such a small place too. Read your old messages. I don't want to read my old messages. Go back. Re your continued assistance. Shuckin' Wellin, writer. Thank you for your service. As a sign of our appreciation, we have decided to reward you with a piece of... I thought this said a piece of bitch. A piece of biotech that one of our operatives acquired on a recent job. A lot of the bigot population are either getting too old to be around, moved away, or are finding less and less people willing to tolerate their shit. That makes me happy. I feel like that's the case in a lot of places. Not everywhere. I was gonna say everywhere, but... If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Escabel. The implantation surgery has already been paid for, so there will be no cost to you. Thanks again for your help and enjoy your new toy. Freedom and quality information. Shuckin' Wellin Rider. I love saying that name. And I'm probably saying it wrong. Yeah, I got free biotech. Like, legitimately beat, or just got, like, a verbal undressing, as it were? Verbal smackdown. Claim payment for the S Technology Sabotage Run. You submit the job as finished and await your client's response. A few moments later, a message pops onto the screen. From Frau Mueller to Jinx. If you are receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you'll still be getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Jinx, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Goodbye, Yvonne Jimenez, aka Frau Mueller. Don't put your name on it! That's how people find you. Oh my god! He's clearly never watched Letterkenny. No, there was a guy talking smack about natives on the reserve while trying to buy smokes from the natives. Yeah. Yeah. Progress, our hometown needs to take a lesson. Oof, a lot of places need to take a lesson, but definitely your hometown. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Your payment details. Payment from Quiet. It's going to be a great day of me reading aloud, as always. Payment from client. 36,000 new yen. Deductions from crew. Okay. Deductions, ammunition supply. Automatic deduction for Alice funds. Remainder sent to Jinx's account, 6,000. Yeah, so a trio of natives took him behind their smoke shack and asked him to say it to their faces, which he did, which I took offense to and sorted him out. Yeah, don't be racist. No pending jobs. Badass. That feels really out of Letterkenny, doesn't it? Check the status of the Alice Fund. We got 58,000. I'm not going to do anything with the Alice Fund quite yet. It's a bad idea in general, but extra stupid to do in front of the people you're insulting. Yeah. Ah, the Shadowlands BBS. Ooh, oh wait, no. Posting the S Technologies donor list. Claim payment for sold pay data. OTK financial records. I am taking that money. A whole 440 new yen. Yeah, Swoto says she's picturing it in slow motion. Well, that's exactly, yeah. That's how all fights in Letterkenny go. I love the slow motion segments on Letterkenny. Some awesome obscure punk song, right? Although we were like very pleasantly surprised by all the music on Letterkenny too. Guys, I swear I'm not just obsessed with Letterkenny, but it's topical right now. Me too, I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. Computer. Oh, this is on the Shadowrun message boards. You feel that shake a few hours ago? Not an earthquake. As the facility went sky high downtown. Boom. Can see the smoke from here. A friend of mine down there says it was a power spike that blew their generators. I doubt it. Only Shadowrunners have that sense of flair. Maelstrom. I love that. Well, you are kind of obsessed with Letterkenny, and that's okay. I mean, I can't help it. It's a good show I avoided for a long time. Because, you know, the only people I knew that watched it were not people I trusted. And then I found out you guys watch it, and I trust you guys. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll check it out. And I never got around to it. And then when I was down for Alvis's wedding, they showed me the first episode, and I was like, I need to watch this. And then once I got fallen over and watching it, we were lost forever. Forever binging Letterkenny until we catch up, and then it'll be sad. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Pilot is great for sucking people in. Got obsessed with Letterkenny with your pals the other day. Oh, I forgot to add artificial demons and 28 stab wounds to the band names. I'll do that later. You're kidding me. That huge one that sprung up 6 months ago? Place must have cost millions to build. I'm jazzed. If it was runners, hope they got a major payday. No way I'd go anywhere near an Azzy facility without a trunk full of ammo and a mage watching my back. We had both of those things. Honestly, the power spike version sounds more likely. I've walked past that facility and they have guards posted at the door 24/7. Not to mention the automated turret systems backing them up. No way someone got paid to waltz through that shice. No way. Lumens. Shiza. I think I said that wrong. Alright, well I guess we at you doing the other day. I love the way he does it. Okay, we watched the episode the other day where Rosie shows up and is like, "I got a dog I need you to take care of," but like, it was the super cute puppy, and she's like, "Oh, I got a puppy," and he sees the dog and it's like, "Tough Wayne." I love every time Wayne sees a dog. He's like, "I'm so tough," and then he sees a dog and he's like, "Oh, oh." I'm like, "Me too, Wayne. Me too. I'm not tough, but me too." I'm gonna transfer 50,000 to Alice's secured cred stick for payment. Account admin override password required. Current admin user Paul Amsel. Jinx, please speak with me when you are ready to proceed with Alice's payment. Also, it's just so fun seeing places from Ontario actually get mentioned, like Like I just said to you guys the other day when Shorzy was mentioning Canada's Wonderland and all the rides on it, and I was like, I've ridden on that like so many times. I have nothing new for you, Jinx. We have no time to waste. You have Alice's money, and we need that information. Get to the rabbit hole and hurry back. We must find Vauclair before the Firewing finds us. I thought the town was fake, but the location was real. Is it actually called Letterkenny? Oh, I'm pretty sure I got to the episode where you were asking me if... We're really close, because I think just got to the episode where you asked me the other day, I think. Or maybe it was a different episode, maybe there's more episodes later. But we got to the hockey tournaments episode, and when they're playing Newfoundland, and I was like, I think this is why Angie asked me if people from Newfoundland sound like that. And I'm like, that's a little exaggerated now that I've heard it, but yes. Something Algonquin. Yeah, I know. But I thought it was based on Listowel. I didn't think it was actually Letterkenny was a place. I'm looking this up. Priorities. This Shadowrun can wait. Yeah, where they were playing against the Newfoundland team. You're like, do the people from Newfoundland really have Irish accents? It's like, it's not quite Irish. But yes. Yeah, but I thought they started the show Letterkenny because of tweets they were making about Listowel. Unless Letterkenny is in Listowel. I didn't get too big on Googling it at the time I first started. Just because I didn't want to get spoiled on stuff. Because I know it's filmed in Sudbury. Which, fun fact, I spent a lot of time up there as a child. I lost my Ninja Turtles in Sudbury. Yeah, Listowel, because that's the... Because I started a Twitter account called Listowel Problems. And then apparently that got really famous, so then they are really popular, so then they made YouTube videos out of it. And then I don't know the full details because I wasn't getting too much into it. But seriously, that's what living in small towns in Ontario is like. Not that intense, never lived in them as an adult. So, I mean, I was doing the kid stuff. I was probably fucking Samuel. Not fucking Samuel. Let's get away from that topic. But yeah. I was probably the little shithead Samuel running around being an asshole. I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Amsel sucks in a deep breath. He suddenly looks as although an enormous weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Jinx. I'll say, you're telling me. Amsel turns to open a file on his computer. Alright, Jinx, before you make this transfer, there are a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. No, not your phone battery! As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. I'll say, are you sure that we can trust Alice? I can't comment much longer. No! Angie! I am, believe me, her reputation in the Shadow community is worth far more than her 50,000 new yen. She will deliver the information that she promised. He shrugs. Besides, what other choice do we have? We cannot run, and money will do us little good if we're dead. I suppose that's true. Okay, keep going. What was the second thing? Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Yeah, I think this is the end of the game. We drip everything and head straight to the rabbit hole. Correct. Once you've left to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. I will busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is not a thing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you are prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I'd urge you to wait. I understand. Okay, so I'm not ready for this yet. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my stuff that I have to get. Because who knows, it may be useful. Want to make sure I have enough healing stuff. There should be free stuff somewhere. Wait, do I want biotech? They said they paid for it. What am I... Okay, whatever. Letter Kenny. I saw an interview with Jared Kiso where he mentioned someone from his hometown asked if Gail the bartender was based on them. I don't remember what he said, but I feel like if you're living your life in such a way that you're wondering if Gail could be based on you, then Gail probably is based on you. Oh god, Gail. It's my drone. How do I... cyberware. Yeah, if that is the case, you might want to consider a course correction. Where the heckin'? Oh, here it is. Adrenal Contractor. When triggered, gain 1 AP, but take an additional 2 damage from attacks. Why would I want that? Thanks to Gail, I can never hear the phrase I took him down the same way again. Okay. I'll add a +1 to my dodge and quickness. Does it stack? That's the main question I have. I don't want to get rid of that, though. It's not worth it. I don't care. I don't want to use essence. Can I wear them twice? Okay. Well, Let's see if I can buy better medical supplies from him. Confirm. Can confirm. Nothing but medkits for me. Let's go to Paul and get the meds cred stick. I'm ready to go see Alice. Paul, give me the password. Are you absolutely sure? Again, I will cancel all of your remaining jobs once you've left for the rabbit hole. Yes, we're ready. I don't have any remaining jobs, so password is Volklingen. Volklingen. Volkswagen and a Klingon. Volklingen. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Jinx, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can see now that I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Oh hey, I just realized I'm feeling better now. Good old medicinal mocktail. Whoop whoop! Now please go fetch the information from Alice. He claps a hand on your shoulder. We're one step closer to surviving this mess. Thanks, Paul. You just killed us. Fucking Paul. Figure it out, Paul. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting on its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. You are spare parts there, Paul. Pitter patter. Oh. I'm gonna travel to the rabbit hole to find Alice. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won yen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole. Towards Alice, towards the information you bled for. The train pulls to a stop and the doors hiss open to the dark old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. Okay. Alice's console stands alone against the filthy wall of the U-Bahn platform. The colorful sprites that flicker across the screen stand in sharp contrast to the surrounding grime. Insert Alice's payment into the machine. Get rid of this now. When I was coming up, we didn't even have rabbit holes. Now as we got so many, we're looking for Alice in them. Must be fucking nice! Must be fucking nice. The cred stick port in the machine greedily accepts your payment. Your watch No, you watch as the black plastic of the Credstick's case disappears into the console. Moments later, a message winks onto the screen. Jinx, couldn't wait for you any longer. Something is tracking me. Something terrible. Need to get out of town, go dark for a while. If you're smart, you will too, but a deal's a deal. When you punch the flashing button on the console, it'll spit out an optical chip with your information. Take my advice. Whatever this Vauclair business is to you, drop it and run. And for God's sake, Jinx, stay out of the Matrix. It isn't safe. Alice. Yeah, let me stay out of the Matrix. The message fades from the screen and a button on the console begins to flash. Press the button. You can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the cabinets. Nope. You can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Abruptly, the screen goes black. The console powers down. The optical chip. The optical chip sits in its cradle, waiting for you to take it. I take it. The instant that the chip leaves this cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are again alone. Okay. How do I use it? Saving just in case. As you settle in for your trip back to the Kreitz Bazaar, you can feel the rest of the world. No, you can feel the rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up to speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whir. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if your mind weren't occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken. Your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you're receiving a call and that Paul Amsel is on the other end. Answering the call. You hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone terribly wrong. The strangled sounds of panicked breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them toward the center of the frame. Yup. Way to go, Paul! The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous orc in battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue, his smile like something out of a nightmare. I'm gonna go with Paul. Paul! The orc doesn't respond. You don't hear your own echo over Amsel's microphone either. He must have muted the volume on your end of the conversation. See, that's probably a good idea. You watch powerless as the orc's grin widens. The frantic breaths that you hear coming from the off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen, you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Audrin, please, tell me what this is all about. What are the Firewing's plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Blech. Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of bone crunching against hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts and the dark shape swims into focus. You are staring into and through the dripping cavernous ruin of what was once a human head. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what you already know. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel. This guy's called Lieutenant. From out of frame far away, you can hear another voice. A woman, young from the sound of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. The sound of hurried motion recede into the background. Not Paul! Alright, remember people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more fight. Flush him out and take him down one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist, the PDA. I think that it's recording. God fucking damn it. You hear the roar of another gunshot, and the screen goes dark. But Remnants of the Face That Remain would be a good band name. That's dark, guys. We're getting dark again. Where's my pen? This one will do. Remnants of the Face That Remains. I don't know if it's a good band name as much as it is a good song. But that joke is just because Fallen Wyvern used to make the joke that everything was a Tears for Fears cover band, and I just really liked it. So I kept it going. Your vision swims and the screen of your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you've just witnessed hammers you in the gut over and over again. I don't think I can read that. We are getting dark again, or as the Germans say, we're bekommen we're bekommen would that be wider? Dunkel? Amsel is dead, the Kreutz Bazaar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from in here. The train is speeding toward the Kreutz Bazaar station, no more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Okay, I can't do shit, though. V. I always forget the W's or V's. Oh, Iger's here. Good. Good, Iger. I love you! The barrel of Iger's rifle swings upward. She emerges from cover, turning to face you. About time you showed up. The light plays off of Iger's face like a street light on rain-slick asphalt. What does that mean? Wir bekommen wieder Dunkel. I understand what it means now. It took me a moment to describe that in my head again. Her face, neck, and chest are sheeted in slick, dark liquid. Blood. A lot of blood. Say, Iger, are you alright? I'm fine, only nicked my thigh. Iger wipes... the thigh is an important place, Iger. Iger wipes her mouth. Not whips her mouth. With the back of her hand, then hoists the corpse up from behind the makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his early 20s, his eyes frozen wide in surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down in ragged flaps. This, up here, it's mine. Or it isn't mine. I'll say nicely done. Iger shrugs. Well, you know what they say, any weapon at your disposal. Did you meet up with Alice? Do you have the information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on the chip, those bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that. After we put the rest of them in the ground, that is. I'll say my thoughts exactly. Glad we're on the same page. Those bastards need to pay for what they've done, and they will, Jinx. They've got numbers on us, but their tactics are predictable. She gestures down at the dead body on the floor. Case in point, I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platform, so I hightailed it out here and set up an ambush of my own. What about everyone else? If Dietrich is dead, I'm out. He's my favorite character. Iger is close second. I'll say thanks, Iger. She smirks at you. Save it. I'm here to protect the optical chip. That thing cost us 50 grand after all. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. Iger swings her rifle up and over her shoulder. There are an unknown number of hostiles topside. They'll be well equipped, decently trained, and hell bent on killing us. The last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Dietrich was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get them. So our friends need help. Let's go give it to them. +1 action point. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Sweet. Good, because my fucking action points were ass. Wait, is that my dog? My dog secretly a demon dog? We just talked about Letterkenny, and now a friend on Facebook just mentioned Rush. Canada is coming up from all sides. This is an acceptable outcome. All it cost you was the friends you made along the way. When your friend needs help, you help him. McMurray. It's like the only good thing McMurray has ever said. I don't like McMurray, guys. Fucking McMurray. If we can't make it to Canada, Canada will come for us. These guys are tough. We need our Dietrich! Fucking hell. I think that is my dog. Luckily, 9 times out of 10, McMurray is the butt of the ruin's joke, or else he and his wife are trying to flailing at being swingers. I do like how they portray their relationship. Your dog is shooting adorable fireballs out of his mouth, and it's the cutest thing. Oh no, my... Go Dante! I don't think I have a drone repair kit. I gotta reload anyway. Oh, bike drone. We got some dump shock. Oh, you bastard! I like how they saved this all game. Been wondering what Dante's deal was for a whole friggin' game. Yeah, take that. Something ahead of you lets out a low, rumbling growl. From the shadows, a primordial sound that echoes down the snowy streets. It steps into the light. Dante! Even from this distance, you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. He locks eyes with you, and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step towards you, hackles raised. Iger glances at you. Her voice is calm, but you can see the unease on her face. I forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. I'll say, how long's he been like this? Beats me, I caught sight of him on the way down the U-Bahn platform, and he looked normal enough. Then one of these bastards took a shot at him and winged him by a big mistake. Dante got mad, real mad. He started shaking and twitching, and I saw the fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. A few seconds later, the shooter was a red smear on the sidewalk, and Dante, Iger stabs a thumb in the dog's direction. Look like this. I'm gonna say, hey Dante, hey boy, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Dante lowers his head, the hackles on the back of his neck standing stiff. He takes another step towards you and Iger. Don't think that this is working, Jinx. It'll work. Easy, buddy. Easy now. Slowly the wind begins to shift and he sniffs the air, looking from you to Iger and then back to you. Acknowledgement washes across his face and his expression softens. His ears stand back up and you could swear that you see him smile. Dante takes his place by your side. Well, whatever he is, I'm glad he's on our team. Let's find the others. Yeah! Dante! I'm so glad we finally get Dante. Sorry, I got a message just to make sure it's nothing important. Just a go live notification. Dante is a very good boy. Who's a good boy? Oh, well then. I'll see if we can control Glory. Wow, I suck at this. Shotguns! It took you long enough. Glory shall go here. I don't know why I did that. Glory fights up front. Her Wolverine claws. Oh, she missed. Okay. What does all this do? Ah. Flame breath. Okay. I'll save that for later. For now, you shall just bite this guy. I expect him to do more damage than that. There we go. Wow. Sometimes this game can be frustrating. So I was trying to avoid. Damn, Iger. I'm gonna have Dante go first, because he can throw a fireball. That shouldn't have also gotten Glory. Nah. Well, I got rid of those two. Glory can heal herself up real good. So, I'll take it. Oof. Good job, Dante. Hopefully she's okay. Sniper rifles for the win! Over here, boss. Okay, Dietrich. It's time for you to do your jam. Oh, I missed. Oh well. Oh god, I should move Dietrich. This guy so that Dietrich can get away. Dietrich's gonna run up here. And then he will bolt this dude. Very nice, very nice. download. Dietrich, glad to see you all made it here alive. Dietrich straightens, his joints cracking under the strain. He takes a step in your direction, his expression grim. Listen, boss, we've got problems. I saw a group of the jackasses peel off a few minutes ago. They made a beeline for the sewers. They were carrying bombs, Jinx. Can't say what yield, but they looked big. Unless you fancy living in a crater, I suggest that we hightail it down there. Where the hell is Blitz? He took off with Malit. Said something about jamming the attacker's comms. Don't worry about them. We gotta deal with these bombs. Well, I'm glad, because I was wondering where Malit was. Okay, stop the plot in the sewers. We can do that. Oh. Oh, I just went straight forward, didn't I? Okay, I'm gonna have you... D's bombs sound like a PG Shadowrun speak for D's nuts. You guys are regret having gathered up so much, let me tell you. And now you can come in and take care of what's left. Oh, they set the gardens on fire. Or as Gale would say if she were a Shadowrun character, a fully chromed out stream samurai. Nut! Oh no! People I like are dead. This makes me angry. Beneath the Kreutz Bazaar, you and your team descend. Will the Wraiths help us? We help them. Will they help us? That's what you get for liking people. It's true. When I like a character, they either die or are the bad guy. Never fails. You and your team descend into the sewers, footsteps echoing off of the damp stone walls. You barely notice the smell. There's no time to waste. Audrin's team of mercenaries is down there somewhere, racing to plant their explosive charges beneath the Kiez. The fate of the Kreutz Bazaar is in your hands. No pressure. It's just my home and everyone I like that's still alive. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll start down here then. I greatly dislike when we get into this mode, because, like, to be safe. Oh, wrong one. I'm just gonna do this. To be safe. To be safe. Oh, they're helping us! Fuck yeah. He needs the most healing himself. Or he doesn't have any wound. There we go. We're just being stupid. Alright, I'm gonna give Glory another AP so she can run in here. Get closer to running in here anyway. Oh, we should have split up, gang. I just realized how many rounds are left. Oh well, I might have to restart. No big. We'll let them take care of that guy. So I remember talking in the background to hear a voice coming through that I didn't think they don't think it's the game. Yeah, he's talking to Django right now. They're working on some stuff. Here's why it's gonna be help the Wraiths. You have fun, buddy. I will go here first just to see the situation. Just making sure I wasn't having auditory or Shadowrun-induced auditory hallucinations. Yes, let's hide behind a bomb. I'm gonna stick with her shooting people. Oh, out of ammo. You defuse the bomb. Haha. I went the wrong way. How am I missing so much? There we go. Dietrich should heal himself. That was a waste, but whatever. They're just running around randomly. Oh. Ouch. I don't know what these wraiths are doing. Just running back and forth because they can. Let's go defuse this bomb and then run away! Oh. Let's see what I can get everyone else to do first. I'll give her a gun for now, so she can at least shoot the guy. Here's dude. Oh, he's all the way over here. Oh fuck. Well, I got a bunch of them at least. Just also got my people. Okay. I'm setting the race on fire. Shit. Hello, Blue. How's it going? Elvis, can you give Blue a shout out? Or anyone really? Just you know Blue better. It goes. Currently at work. I do appreciate me a work and lurk. I'm okay. I'm a little tired. But what else is new? Thank you, Elvis. Wait, no. Use your claws. Oh, no, it's just too far away now. No problem. I know we do got a lot of people who like some BioWare games, so, you know, Blue's a good person to follow if you also like to watch people play BioWare games. Okay, I'll save that for someone else. I guess I'll just shoot this guy. No, don't summon someone. You have expect yes! Blue just started Greedfall, which is a game that's a lot of fun. I was hoping to one day stream it on stream. Only bitches like BioWare games. It's me! I'm bitches! They're just everyone's being set on fire. What's going on? I am here. But Greedfall is a game I have played that I enjoyed. I've been debating doing it on stream, but I think I'll wait a bit because hasn't been long enough that I don't remember what's happened. If you're on fire, remember to stop, drop, and roll. That unfortunately is not a command on this game. It should be. Because we get set on fire a lot. Yeah. Alright, let's set you to your Wolverine blades. Just missing everywhere. There we go. Heals himself up a bit. Give Glory an extra. Have you considered not being on fire? I mean, I gave it a thought, like a brief thought, Elvis, but then I was like, nah. No, I was trying to shoot this guy. Oh, he missed. It's okay, you're still a good boy. I wonder if the wraiths wouldn't be helping you if you fucked them over. Well, I suppose, you know, one of the options was to kill them, so they definitely wouldn't be helped then. Man, Iger's a beast! Just picking everyone off one by one. Though I say, Blue, watching you play Greedfall the other day did really kind of make me really want to get on Technomancer and all those other games a bit faster. One day. It will happen. He's immune? Whew. Okay, well I guess I'll run closer. Where are these dudes running? They're just like running around at random. Ooh, some of these guys might not make it if I don't hurry up. What is he being blocked with? Nice. Let's head to the safe house, take care of Paul. The Orc is gonna pay for this. Thank you, Wraiths. First, I wanna look around. Is there anything I can pick up? Any health kits or anything? I doubt it, since they had nothing down here before, and that's why I was... Aww, Dante always makes sure he stands beside me. That makes me happy. You emerge from the foulness of the sewers only to be met with the equally dark stench of cordite and death. Although you've saved the Kiets, I think it was Kiets is how we pronounce that, Bodos, it is far from unharmed. Residents wander the streets dazed, holding their wounds, tending to others, observing the damage. The look in their eyes tells the story. Their illusion of safety has been shattered. You enter Paul Amsel's trade emporium already knowing what you'll find there. The knowledge doesn't make the discovery any easier. Excuse me. Once again, not sure how you say that as I can't read the text. It was neighborhood, the K-I-E-Z. I vaguely remember you saying it was Kietz, was how it was pronounced before, but I could be wrong. Once again, the team gathers around Paul Amsel, but tonight he has no more missions to offer and no advice to give. His body lies motionless on the hardwood, cooling in the night air. The ruin of his face has been hidden under a burlap tarp. For several minutes, nobody speaks. Finally, Dietrich steps forward. I think we should say something about Paul. There's another moment of silence, then Iger speaks up. I'll go. Iger brings herself to attention, stares straight ahead. Paul Amsel was an important member of this team, and he supports us well. He said what he was going to do, and he did it. That's rare, and that's worthy of respect. She looks down at the body. There is a long pause before she speaks again. Thank you, Paul Amsel, for everything. Another pause, her voice softens. I was out of position when they came for you. I couldn't save you. I'm sorry. The others shift uncomfortably, not knowing what to say. Glory breaks the awkward moment, her voice a frosty monotone. I appreciate what Amsel did for us. It's another loss, one that this team can't afford. Glory's eyes sweep across the group, then land on Amsel's body. Her expression is impossible to read. After a moment, she turns her head to look at you. I'll say it's hard, I know, but this is why we need to keep going, or we need to keep together. Support each other. No one's going to look out for us but us. Dietrich eyes you appreciatively. Yeah, that's right. There is more to this than a mercenary's paycheck. There has to be. Oh God, I hate it. Keeps making me speak German in this game. Goodbye, Paul. I'm going to say Gott sie sei mit dir. Gott sie mit dir? I don't speak German. Gingerly, Blitz steps forward. His hair is mussed, and there's a fresh bullet hole in his jacket. He smells like smoke and blood and stale sweat, and his hands tremble as he takes them out of his pockets. When the fuck did you get here? Well, I didn't know Paul as well as the rest of you, but he seemed like a good guy. He shuffles his feet. I didn't want to see this happen, at any rate. You okay, Blitz? Looks like you and Malit saw some action back there. Yeah, his eyes remain fixed on Amsel's body. I'll live. As if in turn, Dante lowers his head sadly, lets out a heavy sigh, and closes his eyes. I'll say, we need to take care of his body. We can't leave it there. I'll take care of it after we've watched the chip. Don't worry, I know what to do. Be respectful, but be quick. After all, it's only a shell. Paul is with Monica now. We're all going to be with Monica soon if we don't do something. The Firewind came after us once, she'll do it again. I'll say this is about more than just us. Everyone's in danger. The whole damn F state. Aren't you being a little dramatic? Am I being a little dramatic, Iger? It's a fucking dragon. I don't think that she is, Iger Love. I really don't. Come on, everyone. Let's get a look at that optical chip. I want to see what we're dealing with. Man. I do prefer this game over Returns, because, like, I didn't give a shit about anyone in Returns, but here, except for the one person, Coyote, but here I care about every single team member. I was really scared when I thought they were also dead. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. I don't know why I'm reading this. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have one unread message. Rot in Hell is the title of this. The screen flickers to life and Heinrich's face appears. He looks pale and haggard and his eyes are rimmed with red. I don't remember who this is. Like, the picture looks familiar, but I don't remember who Heinrich is. Well, you really screwed us. I hope you're happy about that. An hour after your little party at the Azzy compound, the whole district was crawling with Knight Aaron. Oh, that guy! And what did you think they came to see? You guessed it, Drexel. They came to us, just like we said they would. Danny's dead, Mira's a wreck, and we need to keep moving just to stay alive. All thanks to you. I hope you rot in hell. Okay. I'm sorry the game gave me no option. The other option was I die and I can't continue the game. Read the contents. You slot the optical chip into the computer's waiting chip jack. On the screen, Alice's office blossoms into view. A half second later, a real-time simulation of Alice appears, seated behind her mahogany desk. Something about it reminds you of a figure from a wax museum, lifelike but dead inside. It greets you with a facsimile of Alice's joyless smile. Customer name, Jinx. Its voice is hollow, synthetic, and automaton masquerading as a living woman. One who you've never even met in flesh. Account number 1010579. Greetings, valued customer. I am an offline simulacrum of the Alice persona. I have been included in this chip to answer any questions that you might have about your information purchase. A nifty piece of tech. Not now, Blitz. If you are ready to proceed, I will present Alice's findings. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. I'll say, is that the only thing you'll respond to, or can I talk to you like a normal person? The simulacrum hitches slightly. You may interrupt this presentation at any point by saying, Alice, I have a question. That answers that. We're ready. Let's get this show on the road. Very well. Commencing presentation. The simulacrum goes rigid for a moment, then seems to relax. When it speaks, it sounds more natural, as though the real Alice is speaking through it. Alright, Jinx, I've got good news for you, and I've got bad news. No, start with the bad news! You always start with the bad news. Let's start with the good news. I found Vauclair, and he is alive. Okay, that probably would have been weird to end with that, so, okay. Thank God. The trail to your missing doctor was a long and slippery one. The fee that you paid me barely covered my costs for the job. I sent a team into the Sox on a fact-finding mission. I bribed government officials. I greased the palms of wage slaves at megacorps all across Europe. Each step I took eliminated possibilities, drew me a little bit closer, and finally I found the place where Vauclair is being held. The simulacrum makes a sweeping gesture with its right hand, and an image switchblades onto the screen. A grainy overhead photograph annotated with map coordinates. You recognize it immediately. This is where you'll find him. He is being held captive at a remote estate called the Harfeld Manor. You gotta be kidding me. He was there the whole time? Glory says nothing. She just studies the photograph and nods. Okay, nobody tell me. I get it. This is something else that I missed. I'll say I have a question. Simulacrum hinges again, and you can feel the life drain out of it. It looks up at you robotically. You have a question. Alright, please make your inquiry now. And I'll say, what else did you turn up about the Harfeld Manor? Seismological data and thermal imaging confirm the existence of a large hollow chamber under the estate. It is my suspicion that Dr. Vauclair is being held somewhere within its substructure. If Feuchtwinger's kept Vauclair trapped there for almost 20 years, she's got to have a reason for it. It takes effort and resources to lock a man away for that amount of time. So what's her endgame in all this? Why not just kill him and be done with it? Malice, revenge, who knows? Remember, this was the man who shot her down. He sent her crashing into a radioactive wasteland. If somebody did that to me, I'd want to hurt him too, and make it last. I think it goes deeper than that. According to Winter's DVD, Vauclair designed the experimental weapon that shot her down, and the weapon split her body from her essence. Glory glances down at her own steel and chrome arms and suppresses a shudder. If I had to guess, I'd say that she's trying to make him fix whatever he did to her. That's what makes sense to me. There's a moment of silence as the group processes Glory's suggestion. Before anyone can speak, the simulacrum cuts back in. Do you have another question? I'll say, you said that Vauclair is being held at the estate. What evidence do you turn up to support that? One of my assets, a Transys Neuronet, provided me with a video feed dated 2053-1010. The feed was taken by a corporate surveillance drone. Playback commencing. The screen is filled with a grainy black and white video feed. You recognize the Harfeld Manor, photographed from high above. The camera pushes in and the image sharpens. Through a barred ground-level window, you can see the shape of a stooped, emaciated finger! Hi. You scared me. You're going to bed? Okay, give me a hug. I know, I didn't realize what time it was. You're taking advantage of the fact that I'm streaming, aren't you?
No, I just didn't realize what time it was.
Uh-huh. Good night, my love. Not having it right before bed, even if we did. No. What's with the last bit between you and Dad? Have a good night.
think
And
there was one more.
there was 2 more, and Dad gave one to you and ate the other one.
Well, I ate one, and then like there was 4 in there. I ate one. Then Dad ate one, and then he gave one to me.
And that's
And
all
there
there
was
was.
one left.
No, there wasn't. When Dad came in, there were 2 left. He took one and he gave one to you. You came in earlier and got one on your own. They're gone. I don't know what to tell you.
Me confused.
Me confused too. Yep. That'll help you get to sleep. The camera pushes in, the image sharpens. Through a barred ground level window, you can see the sharp shape of a stooped, emaciated figure. His body shows clear signs of neglect. Good night, love. I love you. Sleep well. The figure is unmistakable. It's Vauclair, 20 years older and worse for wear. His skin hangs loose on his bones and his cheeks are hollow. There is a distinctly gray pallor to his skin. That's Vauclair, all right. What's left of him, anyway. Doesn't look like they've been feeding him much. He shakes his head. Poor bastard. Another figure steps into frame behind Vauclair, an orc. He turns his head slightly and his skin grafts catch the light. Vauclair slowly turns to face Audrin, and the video feed cuts out. The simulacrum stares at you impassively. Do you have another question? No more questions! Very well. Feel free to interrupt again with any future inquiries. The simulacrum pauses and a brief tremor washes over its body. Its eyes flutter and you can hear the sound of your computer working to process more of the chip's data. Iger turns to address the team. If Vauclair's at Harfeld, we've got problems. The last time we broke into that place, I took Monica out, and there's a miracle that any of you got out alive. Yeah, but now we know what's down there. This time we'll be prepared for it. We can handle this. Iger shakes her head. No, it'll be even worse this time. The first time we went in, we had the element of surprise on our side. But now they'll be expecting us. They're hunting us, remember? Their security team is going to be waiting for us, Dietrich. That Audrin bastard is going to be waiting for us. And even if we make it past them, we're going to have to deal with the dragon in the basement. What else can we do? Couldn't run? The last time I checked, that wasn't an option either. Even if it were, I wouldn't take it. I'm not running from this. Not after what they did here tonight. I'll say none of us are Glory, but Iger's right. We can't just go charging in there again, not without some kind of edge. The simulacrum jerks back to life. It resumes speaking, blissfully unaware of the conversation that it's cutting off. And now, Jinx, on to the bad news. You now know where Vauclair is, but rescuing him will not be possible. Alice, I have a question. He continues without waiting for a response. Why the hell not? In the course of my investigation, I encountered something terrifying in the Matrix. It was fast, cunning, and very definitely intelligent. I'm convinced that I only escaped because it let me go. It could have killed me in a heartbeat if it wanted to. This thing that I met is protecting the Harfeld Manor, and it's going after anyone who gets too close to what's happening there. Alice, what did you see in there? What is going after these people? By way of explanation, I would like you to read the following document. The simulacrum makes another sweeping gesture and the menu slides back onto the screen. This time it is filled with text. What you're looking at is an archived forum discussion from the earlier days of the Shadowland BBS. Blitz stares at the text on the screen. It isn't kidding, Chief. This discussion is dated back to 2036. That's ancient history in the decking community. It probably isn't even correct to call these guys deckers. Hackers would be more the appropriate term. When you're finished reading it over, say, Alice, I'm done, and we can continue. I'm going to read the archive discussion. As you lean in to read, this text slowly begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. You all hear about the SK team? Fuck, what was SK again? We did this last time. I can't remember what SK is, and I went, oh my god. Oh yeah, it was that company that was German. It's one of the corps. Okay. SK team that got crisped a few hours ago. The whole lab's worth of researchers all burned and broken beyond recognition. Ugly stuff from Clockwork. At this point, who hasn't? Big Pharma is the username. Power spike got them right through their data jacks like a bolt of lightning to the brain. A 1 in a million accident is what they're saying, from Mr. Mayhem. And you believe that? From Clockwork. Got a more plausible explanation? From Mr. Mayhem. Clockwork says, yes, actually, it was a cleanup operation. Big Pharma colored me intrigued. What were they cleaning up? Clockwork says, a secret project that Lafwere didn't want anything to do with. You might have heard rumors about it. The project name was Apex. Mr. Mayhem says, and you've lost me. Big Pharma says, Apex, Clockwork? Seriously? That old line of Drac? Clockwork says, I'm telling you, jokers, Apex is real, or at least it was until the Whizworm pulled the plug. Good old slang in the future. Mr. Mayhem says, come on, Clockwork, we're still decades away from seeing a fully functional AI, you know that. These Apex stories have been floating around. They're just some conspiracy nuts wet dream. Clockwork says, fine, keep your heads in the sand. Some of us know the truth when we read it. Big Pharma says, okay, Clock, I'll humor you. But riddle me this. Who says that? But riddle me this. If Lafwere had an armed and operational AI in his claws, why kill it? Clockwork says, you remember what happened to most of Echo Mirage? Mr. Mayhem says, the crash fires killed them, fried their brains, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Clockwork says, with the commercial release of the CDT-1000, some security firms are working on counter-intrusion software that could do the same thing. Black Ice. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Big Pharma says, whoa, scary stuff, man. Clockwork says, well, the goal of the Apex project was even scarier. Ice waits for you to come into it. Apex wouldn't be bound by those restrictions. It could go hunting. Hit its targets when they least expected it. I can't read, guys. That's why they called it Apex. It was designed to be the apex predator of the digital world. Big Pharma says, and so rather than using it to his advantage, Lafwere decided to kill it in the cradle. Clockwork says, the Whizworm's no fool. Some things are too dangerous to play around with. How would you put that genie back in the bottle if it ever slipped out of your control? Answer, you couldn't. Mr. Mayhem, and then it would take over the world. Captain Chaos says, okay, this thread has officially gone off the rails. I'm closing it down for the good of mankind. Alice, I'm done. The simulacrum jerks back to life that settles into a neutral pose. There are no official records in the Shadowrun, that's the SK, database to support the existence of the Apex project, but the thing that I encountered was Apex, of that I am certain. Just as I am certain that Apex was responsible for the deaths of Monica Schaefer, Green Winters, Clockwork, Peregrine, and a score of other Deckers over the last 16 years. Rip Clockwork. Blitz raises his hand. Hold up, Alice. I have a question. I thought that they said Lafwere killed Apex. They speculated as much, yes. They were wrong on that count. I do believe that Seder Krupp was developing Apex as a tool for Matrix warfare. I am also convinced that the IT personnel who were killed were the Apex development team. But I don't think that Lafwere was responsible for their deaths. Apex killed them, says Glory. That would be my guess, yes. In the turmoil surrounding Lafware's buyout of Seder Krupp, a number of projects went missing. I believe that... Do you believe in love after love? Okay. I believe that Apex was appropriated by a member of Feuerschwinger's organization at this point. It was then unleashed on its own development team to silence them. Since then, it has provided information control for the Firewing. A pet AI would explain how Feuerschwinger has managed to maintain her conspiracy and avoid detection over the past 2 decades. Anytime anyone gets close, the AI takes them out and scrubs the records clean. So there's your bad news, Jenks. Beauclair is being held at the Harfeld Manor, but knowing that does you no good because you can't approach the place. I doubt you could open the door without Apex frying you. We did last time. They were trying to protect their secret. Like Audrin said, if we hadn't gone in down to the basement, they'd have let us go. Apex didn't react to us until Monica attempted to force the door to the basement. And now that the cat's out of the bag, they have no reason to pull out not to pull the big guns on sight. Dietrich grimaces. You're right, we can't go back while Apex is in place. The room falls into silence. Finally, Iger turns to you. What's the plan, Jenks? We can't turn back now. If Apex is standing between us and Vauclair, then we need to find a way to kill Apex. Fucking A, boss, I'm in. I love Dietrich. Did you hear that, Alice? Do you have any suggestions? The simulacrum hitches again. The pause stretches. Finally, it comes back to life. The AI has a kill switch, but Alice deemed any additional contact with Apex to be unjustifiable risk. Attempting to reach the kill switch would be inadvisable. Must I save the warnings? I'm gonna kill this thing. I owe Monica that much. You and me both. Alice, tell us about Apex's kill switch. The simulacrum stares at you with dead eyes. Thanks to my close encounter with the AI, I was able to run a trace on it. Through this trace, I discovered the physical address of a backdoor access point for Apex's programming. An old state-of-corrupt research lab, long since abandoned and fallen into disrepair. The facility is now hotly contested gang territory. I also have determined that a kill switch for the AI exists somewhere in the basement of this facility. I will provide you with a physical address. I don't like the smell of I don't like the smell of this, Chief. It said that Apex let Alice escape. He turns to address the simulacrum on the screen. Alice, why would a Matrix Warfare AI allow you to run a trace on it? It stares straight ahead. Its eyes are dead. I'm afraid the answer to that question falls outside of the scope of my written parameters. The simulacrum stutters one final time, then looks up at you with an apologetic smile. You have now reached the end of the presentation. I have been encoded with a final message from Alice to Jinx. Playback commencing. The simulacrum's eyes go wide and the life floods back into it. It stares directly at you. Jinx, if you didn't listen to me before, listen to me now. Drop this, stop going after Vauclair, get out of Berlin, and stay out of the Matrix. I'm telling you this for your own good. That's all I have to say. I'm following my own advice. I'm out. Don't try to contact me again. The simulacrum reverts to its idle state, slumping like a puppet with its strings cut. Its eyes glaze over and its face goes slack. Then the screen cuts to black. So the AI got those two roles mixed up. So the dragon has a killer AI in charge of security. I can't say I'm surprised, but then nothing surprises me anymore. We know what killed Monica, we have a name for it, and we know how to kill it. That's good enough for me. We know what we have to do. We can either stand around talking about it, or we can go do it. Agreed. We shut down Apex, then we re-enter the estate and rescue Vauclair. He's the key to this whole thing. Sounds like a plan, boss. I will say that all of this is crazy talk, Chief. Taking on an AI is just a bad idea. Isn't just a bad idea, it's suicide, so my vote is to cut and run. Blitz surveys the rest of the group, sees the determination in their faces. Finally, he sighs. But if you're really doing this, you'll want the best decker you can find along for the ride, and I guess that nominates me. Woo. Alice said the kill switch is located in some old SK facility. Assuming that the site was shut down sometime after the Apex project disappeared, it could have stood up empty for years, maybe decades. She also said that the building was in gang territory now. I wonder if it'll be anything like Das Kesselhaus was. Kesselhaus? God, I hope not. There's only one way to find out. Let's get prepped. This thing isn't going to kill itself. And don't forget, boss, we're taking on an AI here. I'd recommend bringing the best cyber deck you can afford. Something tells me we're going to need all the firepower we can get. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Whatever's there, we'll deal with it. First, we find our way into the basement. She peers through the scope on her sniper rifle. Why are you doing that right now? We're in a house. And then we kill the AI that killed Monica. Damn right. The team breaks in... Nope. The team breaks to begin gearing up, and as she slides a shell into her shotgun, Iger catches your eye. You did good out there, defending the Crates Bazaar. You've had our backs the entire way. Made good decisions. I'll say I appreciate that. Now you need to forgive yourself. You weren't out of position, Iger, and you know it. Iger scowls at the floor. Thanks. Can't do it, but thanks. Come on, you two. We've got a job to get ready for. Zero messages. As technology DNA donor list. We got $5.40 for that. Selling used custom Westwind for $2,000 on the message boards. Bluebeard says, good condition. Oh, like it says, good condition, clean, got the turbocharged kit, additional armor plating added to the front and sides. Trunk has a mounted Ares autocannon, but you'll need a rigger to operate it. No hand access. Looking for 80 new yen or best offer. Ruby says, nice car. Wouldn't happen to be any corpse looking for it at the moment, eh? Tolstoy says, has the PPS been triggered? Any wrecks / rebuilds? Bluebeard says, read Tolstoy? No. All clear up with that front. Nobody drove this baby but me, and I don't wreck cars. The autocannon dropped the last sucker who tried to do any damage. Okay. I was expecting something a little more exciting than that, but... Alright. I'll just take a moment to stretch and reply. Oh, wait, no, first. That's for my karma. You know what? Might as well just add a collection of biotech so I can get a little extra hit points from stuff. Alright, now I will go BRB, and I'll be right back. Why? Why are you like this? I can't see the screen. I can't see the chat. You are literally covering the chat. There's a tail. Whoever plays Dragon Age with a silly kitty who feels better illustrated from a center trying to send a community this game. Peridot, you suck. Get down. Alright. No, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, she's trying to, sir.
I like a little laugh.
I
That was terrifying! Oh my god! Doctor laughing. I don't know, I like it when the survivors get out, and I like it when I kill them. Oh, Angie, thank you! Okay. Nightbot, calm the hell down. I'm gonna go fix you some more. I thought we took care of this, Nightbot. I thought we had an understanding. Stop trying to stifle my community, Nightbot. Let's do this. Let's go, Nightbot. Chug the bottle. Alright, I'm getting ready with my cheese. Chug the bottle, child. Alright. My cheese, like, bite into it and die. Scotch bonnet. Hot sauce. I mean, a shot like that's not. It would kill me. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do this. Joop, 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 joop. Oh. Ah. Oh. I'm not chugging the bottle. It's one of my favorite moments. Dragon Age. Okay. Whew, it is warm in here. Okay. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm actually gonna take my scarf off. Because it got warm suddenly for me. Alright. The attack, it was terrible, Jinx. So much death. She shakes her head. I had not killed since I retired from running the shadows, not until today. You are not here to listen to me complain. She forces a smile. So what can I get for you? Name it and I'll provide. I'll say I'm in the market for something exotic. What kind of tech do you carry? Anything and everything. Need a new deck, some software perhaps. I'm your girl. Okay. I don't know if I can get a better deck than the one I have is the problem. Let's see what you've got. Or maybe I can. I've got the Renraku. Okay, so I use the Beretta. Damage, RNG, Oh, it's a shotgun. I don't use shotguns well. Medic level 3, definitely buying that. Blaster level 3. Sarla. Killer. Shield. Sniffer. Killjoy. I'm buying it all. Use all the level 3 stuff. Look at this attack class A. I will equip those guys. I'm gonna go sell my shit again that way. No use for machete, no use for that. Not sure what was happening there. Whatever. I'll figure it out when I go there. Okay, let's at least try to do the basement tonight. Well, it depends how difficult it is. Oh, we got people. Speed loader. Iger gains an ability that reloads all ever equipped weapons for 0 IP. Iger gains the ability that can target 2 enemies in one action. Taking that one. Pain suppression or mark target. I'm gonna go with pain suppression. Trauma specialist 2. Okay, well, she doesn't need a gun, so. Replace Dragon Slayer Idol. Dragon Slayer now harms all foes within 3 tiles of Dietrich's for 16 damage. Okay. Dietrich's Idol grows more powerful, decreasing incoming damage by additional 2 points. That's actually worth it then. Alright, confirm all. Oh no! The guy I liked is dead. Just want to make sure my chat hasn't frozen up. Is anyone there? Because it does do that sometimes. Oh. Still here. Okay. Hi, Blue! With how my internet and everything was acting earlier, I wanted to make sure it had frozen the chat and I wasn't like ignoring messages. We're gonna go kill Apex. Let's do this. Glory. Oh god. What? No. That's unfair. Give me Dante, you bitches. Let me see what everyone's got. Yeah, that checks out. We need Dietrich. These are the people we need. I want to bring my good boy Dante. Sad face. Apex Rising. Apex, an artificial intelligence designed for matrix warfare. The thought of it sends a chill down your spine. For years, the shadows have been ripe with rumors of a true AI. Names like Mirage and Psychotrope have fueled conspiracy boards on the Shadowlands BBS since 2029. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk, but from what Alice has told you, at least one of the stories is real. Apex is waiting for you, somewhere down in the basement of an abandoned Seder Krupp lab. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wade through a lot of gang territory to get there. Hopefully this deck works for me. Game autosaved. A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the swollen bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. Don't know if I like that. Swollen bravado. One of his meaty arms jerks up, hand held upright in the universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. Ulrich. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a the fuck is that? You don't look like a magnificer? What'd you call me? You're not one of us, and I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either, so tell me, who are you and what's your interest in this building? I'm just gonna be honest, and hopefully this doesn't fuck me. I need to get into the basement. It's important. Oh, it's important, you say. He makes a sweeping gesture in the direction of the building behind him. The other assorted toughs behind him with a smile. That didn't make sense as a sentence. Well, by all means, go on in then. Even I can tell with an intelligence of 2 that he's being sarcastic. Ha, you're a sharp one. He smiles at you, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. The building's under Arbiter protection. We can't just let you waltz in and shoot up the place. I'm not planning on shooting anything, not unless I have to. Yeah, well, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turn back. We don't want to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right word. Situation right now. I'll say maybe I could help you out with your situation. Well, that puts a different spin on things. He pauses for a moment to consider. You look like you can handle yourself. We could probably use you if you're willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you, but if not, well, the assault rifle in his hand shifts. Wow. The assault rifle in his hand shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. And what exactly do you want us to do? Iger's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed, but one of her hands casually comes to rest on the butt of her shotgun. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. We're having some trouble with a local mage gang. The Magnificers. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building, and kicked us onto the street. Me and my boys were the rightful protectors of this block, but the assholes that screwed us, they've got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. If you could enter the building and do some damage to those Drek-eating Magnificers, the Arbiters would be willing to pay you 200 new yen per kill. You bring me back their amulets, you get paid. How's that sound? Iger raises an eyebrow. Your call, fearless leader. You know the timetable we're working on. So here's my thing. Who knows who's worse? I could just kill him and walk in, but even if I just kill him and walk in, the mages will probably still fight me, so I probably should take this, because it's better than fighting them all. Okay. Yeah, it's a deal, Ulrich. Good, yeah, I think this will work. Can't wait for them to stab me in the back at the end, though. Iger gives you a small nod. Her hand falls away from the stock of her shotgun. You need anything else, or are you ready to go crack some skulls? I'll say I want to know who I'm working for. I am Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbiters. We're a polyclub, small but growing. We serve the people of the working class, protect them from the parasites that would exploit them. I'll say you're not a fan of the F-state, then. Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. What thou wilt is a policy that rewards only the powerful. The working class gets trampled. A strong, people-centered communist movement is the only way to protect the interests of the common man. Give us a few years, and that's exactly what we're going to be. I want to know what I'm going up against. Tell me about the Magnificers. Sounds so stupid. A gang of parasites. They think that their magical talents make them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Up until recently, they've been content with pulling pranks and stealing purses. Childish Drek, but they were basically harmless. Then their new leader took over. Calls himself Trithemius, but I remember when he was just a skinny little prick named Yuri. He lets out a derisive snort. I should have kept a better eye on him, I guess. I should have stumped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Trithemius took over the Magnificers, militarized them, and convinced them that they could take us. And thanks to the element of surprise, they actually managed to do it. The orc folds his arms across his burly chest, specifically. Any day now, we're going to go show him exactly how bad an idea that was. I think I'll start by breaking Yuri's neck. People get intense in Shadowrun, damn. I'll say anything I should know about the building before I head inside. You'll probably see some burnouts floating around the ground floor. They're all there for the hub. It's like some kind of church or something. A guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts. Why do you keep them around at all, then? Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a direct load in rent, and we were... Wow! Wow. And we redistributed that wealth to the common man. So let me guess, you define yourselves as the common man. Do you see a tire on my neck, pal? Do I look like a corporate stooge to you? We are the friends of the people, and we are the people. Don't you dare question it. Also, just one more thing. I need to get into the basement. Anything you can do that help me out? Basement? What could you possibly want to go down there for? I'll say, I just need to get in. Can you get me in or not? Yeah, I can help you, but it'll cost. Yeah, of course it will, Dietrich sneers. Another Bush League extortionist trying to milk us for cash. You've got the wrong idea. I don't need a young friend. What I need is Trithemius' head on a fucking platter. Problem is, he's holed up somewhere in the building, and we don't know where. Best guess, he's hiding somewhere upstairs in a room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close, he stashed that power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So you find and kill Trithemius, grab the coupling out of his apartment, and bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I'll know he's dead. He cracks a grin. Then I give you the control chip that I pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both into the elevator and you'll take you straight to the basement. Yeah, I wish I had a gang. I'll say, alright, I'll see what I can do. Good, just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now go on through and show that little prick what it means to screw with the Arbiters. Alright, let's do this! Without my doggy. I'm not bitter. Parson. The attendant behind the counter is uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large, blocky letters, Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub, sister. Are you here to share the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you an empty terminal. I can show you to an empty terminal. I'll say, what do you do here? I am the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion. I'll say, I have some questions for you about the local gang activity. He nods. We do seem to have more than our fair share. Very well, I will answer your questions. Should I be worried about the gang war that seems to be gearing up around us? While you remain in the hub, you have nothing to fear. We pay well for the use of this place, and neither gang would risk driving us away. And the rest of the building? He spreads his hands. If you choose to go exploring, I can't guarantee your safety. What can you tell me about the Arbiters? Parson lets out a heavy sigh. A pack of snarling animals dressed up as a poly club. I'd steer clear of them if I were you. Their ideology is loosely based on neo-communist movements from the past. In truth, I think that they just copied a few pages from an old Red Army faction handbill without ever bothering to learn what they meant. For all the rhetoric, the Arbiters are just another street gang. They shout for the sake of shouting. There's no real conviction there. You came from outside, you probably already bumped into their leader, a huge orc who calls himself Ulrich. He can seem reasonable, but I'd give him a wide berth. One more note, if I were you, I'd avoid being seen with the Magnificers. The Arbiters take shots at members of the Mage Gang whenever they see them. If you're not careful, you can find yourself caught in the crossfire. I need to know more about the Magnificers. Power-drunk fools, a lot of them. The Arbiters were bad enough, but the Magnificers are even worse. Or should I call them magic fuckers? This is what it sounds like I'm saying every time I say it, so I'm just gonna actually say it. The Arbiters' interests were limited to theft and violence in the name of their cause. The magic fuckers, they have power, and they seem to relish in abusing it. Magic fuckers band name, maybe? Now that they've claimed the upper levels of the building, it isn't safe to travel beyond the ground floor. Several members of our congregation have been mauled to death by the magic fuckers' pet spirits. He shakes his head sadly. Now we travel only in groups. You're safe down here, though? Yes, Trithemius needs the hub. To threaten this congregation would be to jeopardize this primary source of income. But the upper floors enjoy no such protection. They have become dangerous places to travel. I'll say I'm looking for Trithemius. Any idea how I could find him? The smile fades from Parson's face. Trithemius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I'll I'll say I have business with him. Private business. He studies your face for a moment, then nods. Fair enough. Trithemius is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose that I can't change it. Yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something from you in return. Yeah, of course you will. Saw that coming. Dietrich sighs. Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They have taken the data jack signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get it back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know the squatters responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. Well, it's not expecting just simply Janet in a cyberpunk game. She's a decker of some skill. I don't know what she has planned for my parts, but I do know that the situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And so you want us to deal with them for you? Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk to them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this and I'll let you know how to get to Trithemius. Deal? I am so tired of running around back and forth. Just fucking give me the shit, or you're all gonna die, because the dragon's gonna kill us all. Fuck. Fuck. Can I save? I think I can still save in the conversation. I can't! Shit. Okay. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say I have a better idea. Why don't you just tell me what I want to know and there won't be a need for violence. This guy's annoying. Cannot accept this diminishment of the communion. I believe you were meant to bring us back together, and it will be so. And, oh, thankfully I didn't click anything. I need that information, I need it now. Unless you want to see some real violence, tell me what I want now. Annoying. He chuckles softly to himself. Killing me will only allow me to join forever with the communion, and you will have destroyed the only source of the information you require. Give me my parts, and you'll have your information. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Or I could just fucking go upstairs and find him. I don't understand why I have to do this mission. This is so stupid. No, I'm not fucking talking anymore. Don't kill him, just break his knees. It doesn't give me the option, Elvis. It also doesn't give me that option, Elvis. Don't do anything else. I'm not talking to you, you stupid butt. No, I'm not going to come back anytime. This is so dumb. There's no way I can't just go upstairs and find Prometheus. There's no way I need this guy's help. Other than the plot deems it so. Stupid writing. I just really want to get to the end of the fucking game so I can see what happens. Wow, we're getting dark here, Elvis. The man behind the counter looks tired. His lids are heavy and his eyes are bloodshot. Welcome to Carl's General Store. What can I do for you? Let me see your inventory. A premium med kit? Sure, I'll buy some of those. And some drugs. we go. Maybe the elevator doesn't work if I recall. I skipped over the really dark ones. This elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit, and its metal casing is badly dented. I'm gonna check it out with decking because I can actually use it! You easily pry the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear that this elevator is wired to operate around a control chip, which we already knew. The control chip is missing, and it looks as though a power coupling has been yanked alongside it. Without these components, there are no way for the elevator to function. Okay, so nothing new. I guess it's good to confirm that What's-His-Nuts wasn't lying to us. What's in this rubble? Looks like both walls gave way, and they both took the roof with them. The entire hallway is blocked with debris. Oh, hello! How's it going? I remember... Was it Everwin's stream you were in? And she was asking how to say your name. How do you pronounce it? Because I know she was going when she said it. And I was not on the screen. I was only listening to her talk, so I couldn't see what your answer was. Whether it was pronounced right or not. How are you doing today? Considering the state of the rest of the building, this stairwell looks relatively clean and intact. Well, let's go to the second floor. We have so many options available to us. I'm a little bitter right now, don't mind me. People are into anarchy. Oh good, target practice. I'm just gonna kill a lot of mages here. Yeah, let's see what this guy can do. Better than me! What the fuck was that, D-Trick? Jeebus. Alright. I'm doing good. King, I think the last I saw of yours was maybe a Dragon Age stream, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe? That sounds right. Okay. Sweet. I'm glad you're doing good, though. I know I was playing Dragon Age 2 for a while, and I know everyone's rated me a couple times. I took a break from it because I do RPGs on Tuesday nights, and I was trying to finish this one first, and then I'll probably go back to Dragon Age before doing the next Shadowrun, you know. We're towards the end of the game, and I'm getting frustrated with my game choices. In case you're wondering why there's so much anger right now. Ah, shit. A bunch of conjurers. Okay. That's me. Okay. I don't have any Where's the guy that's hurt? You're back here. So this game, King, is called Shadowrun. It is based on a tabletop RPG. That is basically if the real world had magic in it and then it returned. But technology continued. So this is one of the I guess RPG games. It is, you know, text-based, there's no voice acting. So I'm reading a lot, which is a struggle for me. Reading out loud. Right now I'm doing a lot of fighting. Wish I could have him hide behind stuff. Oh my god! It's a good thing I'm healing. Shit, it might not matter. How do you geek the mage if they're all mages? Heal himself up. What? Ugh. Well then, fine. I guess I won't heal him. But I recently started playing some Shadowrun. I say recently, it was the last couple years. During the pandemic, I played a lot of it. Nope, okay, I can't do it. Hopefully he heals up. I would be in everyone's for sure. I don't know if you're also in Catherine's at all. Okay. I'm so bad with guns. So glad I got my Class A drone. Oh, they need to take cover soon. I should have had them do that. Oh well. Next turn. Oh yeah, I'm in blue server. Should have not me to move, but that works. It works. Did you kill yourself, sir? Are you also in everyone's? I thought it was everyone's conversation I saw you in, but maybe it was Blue's server I saw you in. Or Blue's stream I saw you on. There we go. Blue is around here, she's just lurking right now. Switch you to a shotgun since you're very close. It was Blue? Okay, I'm just getting my streamers mixed up is the problem. I don't know why I thought it was everyone I knew you from. I knew your name, though. Oh, here we go. My turn. At least it still counted. Okay, good. I thought I had just pressed beside him instead of pressing him. I do that sometimes, and then I get frustrated. No, Ramona, you get to see at least a bit of the end. I'm not gonna beat the game tonight, though, I don't think. Oh, 33 healing. Damn, she's got a lot of health if that was 33. And she didn't have that much stuff at all. Yeah, Dietrich! Dietrich's awesome. All you've really missed tonight, Ramona, is me getting mad that my choices to making this character have really screwed me over. And, what was the other thing I was getting mad at? The fact that it's making me do this mission. I don't understand why I can't just figure a way past it. I am a very talented decker with an amazing team. I don't understand why I need this stupid receptionist's help. And normally I don't knock receptionists. Donna Noble's my favorite Doctor Who companion. Next to Arthur Darville. I can't remember his name. What's the character's name? Rory. Next to Rory. Yeah, you're all dead. Let's take their stuff. Their amulets will give me money. Not that I'm going to need it very much longer, because we're all going to die, because we're fighting a dragon. That is, King, the summary of this game. We're all going to dry, because we're all going to dry. We're all going to die, because we have to fight a dragon. Is there anything cool in this magic area we can get? Ooh, there is a spell book. Arthur Darville is an easier name to remember than Rory for some reason. It is! I don't have spellcasting, but I will send this item to my stash because I can sell it later. You know, if I live long enough to ever buy a thing again. It's funny because I know a Rory in real life too. Why was Rory hard? Filthy drawers. Let me go through these. Ooh, I stole someone's money. The communion speaks and we listen. Give yourself willingly, join us, and be what? Rewarded, I think it said. I'm a slow reader, game. Gonna send the drugs to my stash. The communion must flourish, the communion must grow. We are one through the communion, join us and all will be one together. On the dresser is a scrap of paper with Shark Tank scribbled on it. Okay. If anyone sees a Shark Tank that I missed, let me know. Oh, I already went in there. I have to go this way because there's so much garbage all over the place. Franz. A group of metahumans huddles together, their eyes wide with terror. Oh, that's something else to note, King, about Shadowrun is all the fantasy races came back into the world too. So now there's elves and dwarves and orcs and stuff. And they're usually referred to as metahumans. Their eyes wide with terror, many of them have scrapes and bruises and a few have more serious injuries. Their clothes are tattered and stained. As you approach, a disheveled-looking, middle-aged man steps forward, placing himself between you and the main group. His gray is badly... His gray, just his gray. His gray hair is badly matted, and a pair of battered reading glasses hang from his bridge on his nose. From the bridge on of his nose. Who are you, may I ask, and what are you doing here? Yeah, it's really cool. I like the setting a lot. It's one of my favorite settings, but the system itself is really a struggle, so finding people to run it is hard. So I play the games, the video games instead. So I'm feel the system that way. I'll say Jinx, and you are? My name is Franz, and these are my friends and my wife. We live together. Well, we used to live together up on the 3rd floor. I'll say you used to live upstairs? Yes, until about a week ago. Then the magic... I've been calling... So Ramona and King, I've been calling these guys the magic fuckers, because every time I try to say the magnifickers, it just sounds like I'm saying magic fuckers anyway. Then the magnifickers' pets moved in, and we had to run for our lives. So start calling them the magic fuckers. And like, the other group was the Arbiters or something. I think it's just German for arbiters, so I've just been calling them arbiters. That way I can move the game and reading along, and rather than stumbling over everything, instead of just a couple things. He nods, a look of pure misery on his face. They're always summoning the damned things. But last week they lost control of a handful. Before we knew what was happening, they were running wild in our living room. We tried to protect ourselves, but we were no match for them. He shakes his head, a haunted look in his eyes. We had no choice but to leave everything behind. We've been scraping by down here ever since. Franz takes a moment to collect himself. When he speaks again, he sounds more composed. At least Janet is letting us use her Matrix uplink. We can still afford to feed ourselves thanks to her. I'll say, Janet, I need to talk to her. Could you introduce us? He looks you over, paying special attention to your gear. Finally, he nods. Tell you what, if you take care of those rogue spirits, if you clear the path for us to return home, I'll give you the password you'll need to speak with Janet. I just want to do something in this building without needing to do something for someone else. Normally I'm all about helping people, but right now I have a time limit and I'm annoyed by everyone. I don't know why everyone in this building is annoying me so much. It's not like it's any different than the rest of the game thus far. I'm having a Commander Shepard moment. How so? I'm just tired of the council's shit. I'm gonna hang up on them. Alright, fine, whatever. I'll let you know when it's safe. I'm not normally so bitter about these games, King. So don't... I think I'm just like, why does the game keep going? It keeps having false starts, so I'm getting frustrated. Or false ends. I thought we were like at the end. It's like, just kidding, you actually have to do this mission first. So I thought, oh sweet, I can go do that mission. And then it's like, just kidding, you have to go talk to these guys first. It's like, okay. So I go talk to those guys. It's like, we could help you, but first you gotta help us. I'm like, okay. And then I go talk to them, and then they're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll help you if you help me. And literally everyone I've talked to in this string of I'll help you if you help me has been another if you help me, I'll help you, whatever. And normally that doesn't bother me, but it's like, we're at the end of the game, guys. Just once I'd like to ask someone for help, and here, sure, let's go right now, no strings attached. I do remember that, yes. I forgot about that line. You kind of summed up life itself. You have a time limit and everyone is annoying. Oh god. Is this like a turn-based game? Yes, in the fighting it is. So it's an RPG. You don't level up your character that often comparatively to a lot of other RPGs. And you don't really level up the other characters as much as other RPGs. Yes, the Renegade option's probably not heard often by you. That's fair. I mean, I'd be offended, but I don't play Renegade options often. Until you make me. And so, you have the conversations, it's just text based instead of voice acted. And then the actual fighting is turn based. Sort of like the actual RPG itself. I mean, it's kind of like. The rules are slightly different, but it's kind of similar to Baldur's Gate that way. Like the old Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And Neverwinter Nights and all that. It's just cyberpunk themed instead of full on fantasy. Fantasy cyberpunk themed instead of full on fantasy themed. I'll say, do you know anything about the hackers over by the stairs? Janet, you mean? Of course we know. But I didn't realize that was Janet. She and her bit heads control the only matrix hookup in this dump. Thankfully, she allows us to use her uplink. It's only by her generosity that we've been able to provide for ourselves at all, and she's kept us from relying on Parson and his wacko religion. Thank God. I love that he followed up wacko religion with thank God. Hey, Steph! Enough of... I'm really tired. I have to really think that through. That'd be 14, I think. A character once said something about the selflessness of a hero like you, and I was like, dude, I'd kill you in a heartbeat for some XP or gold or gear. Especially in a game like that. That's mood. He leans towards you and lowers his voice. By the way, friend, you don't want to plug in with those communion drones. A little bit. A little bit like D&D, because Shadowrun is a lot like D&D, just the rules and the mechanics are different, and the setting is obviously different. But it is a role-playing game like D&D that way. I've seen it too many times. People jack into the hub, and when they come back out, they're different. It's creepy and it's wrong. I'll say different? What do you mean different? Maybe detached is a better word. I've seen all kinds of people jack into the hub, but only one type comes back out. Quiet, subdued, disinterested in anything other than their beloved communion. I don't know what happens to them in there, but they're somehow less. I don't know... less alive when they come back out. It makes my skin crawl. Okay, now I know you already said to give me the password if I helped you, but I have to do this. I need to get in there. Do you know the password? Yeah, I do. If I help us, I'll tell you. Blah, 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 blah. What kind of help do you need? I didn't mean to double this up. Yes, I'll go take care of the spirits. Alright, I'll let you know when it's safe. That's all for now. Like friend, I have done everything to reach max reputation with one clan for achievement, then turned around and went rogue on them to max rep with their opposing faction because achievement. Achievos! Are these people I can talk to? They are not. Do you guys have stuff I can steal? You do not. Guess it's time to go up to the 3rd floor. Glad I opened that door for, like, literally no reason. Okay, so that was lit up earlier. Let me hack this. I am the hacker. Decking 6. Bypass the lock and open the door. You pop the panel off the door control and quickly override the lock. The door unlocks with a click. What's in here? Are we gonna be murdered? A middle-aged woman with chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks. Thank you, Ramona! I was about to take a drink, but I was like, finish this first. A middle-aged woman with chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks look up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in fit body armor, and in a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to held at the ready. Who the hell are you, and how did you get through the door? I'll say I knocked nice. You just gotta know how. She gestures with her rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want, and why are you here? I'll say Parson sent me. He wants his hardware back. shakes her head violently. No way. Those parts are keeping us online, and not just us, but everyone worth a new yen in this hole. Parson can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got, but us, we're the only matrix connection that these people have. With an intelligence 3, I shall say, look, these parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal, maybe we can figure something out. Alright, the terminal's in the back room. Go take a look, but if you rip us off, you're gonna regret it. Will I, though? The hacker's terminal has clearly been cobbled together using whatever parts they could find. In spite of this, it's a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Studying the terminal, it takes almost no time to identify the components that Parson sent you to find. Examine the terminal to see if the signal converter can be removed without disabling it. At the moment, it is impossible to remove the part without disabling the terminal. The converter is required so that the signal to the terminal so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jack of its user. I'll say perhaps a more common part could be modified. The converter is a pretty specialized piece of hardware, but a data jack impulse transmitter is a widely available piece of equipment and can be converted to work in its place. I'll step away. Go talk to Janet. Okay, I've already... Okay, so what did you find? Looks like the part that you borrowed from Parson is acting as your data jack signal converter. I think that I can cobble you a replacement, but I'll need a signal regulator to modify, and you don't seem to have any spares on hand. Her eyes widen. You could do that? Jury rig one for us? That'd be amazing. Don't get too excited, love. We still need the part. I'll bet you can get one from Carl down on the ground floor. No one else around here would have anything like that. She checks herself. Well, except for Parson, of course. He's got more replacement parts than he knows what to do with. Alright, I'll see what I can find. I'll go talk to Carl first. Maybe sell some of my drugs and shit that I found. Making me sit up straight. What is this? Elvis. Go to the ground floor. I could use a hydrate though, for sure. Testing? Oh, my captions froze. Oh, did they? Nope. They're fine now. Still making no sense whatsoever. You're gonna make me hydrate that often? You're back, he rubs his bloodshot eyes. Why? I'm gonna say I'm looking for a data jack impulse transmitter. I've got what you need. He looks up and down, his eyes lingering on the gear you're carrying. 1,000 yen, no less. I'm gonna say 1,000. Can't you cut me a deal? He looks baffled. Why would I do that? God damn it. No good options. Sometimes being a troll sucks. Because you like me? Not that much I don't. I'm back for that transmitter. Yeah, take your new yen. 1,000, got it, just like we agreed. That's it, bye. Elvis. Go to the second floor. No, what am I doing? Stay on this floor. I should notice these little dudes right here on the wall. They're cute. Modify the impulse transmitter and replace the signal converter with it. After a few minutes of work, the transmitter is modified and installed. You now have the converter, and the terminal is still working. Yay! So talk to Janet. So, she looks at you expectantly. All fixed up, everybody wins. You got your terminal, and I got my parts. You see the tension draining out of her. Thank you, I'm glad this could end without bloodshed. There's been enough of that around here recently. Yeah, sure looks that way, I say. That's the end of that convo, I guess. Well, time to clear what's-his-name's... I guess I really don't need to clear what's-his-name's apartments right now. I'm gonna have to anyway. So I'll go downstairs and do the parson first. Because I have a feeling I'll have to clear the 3rd floor. Did I press stay on this floor? I did, didn't I? Go to the ground floor. The attendant behind the counter... Oh no, it's parson. I read that earlier. I've recovered the parts for your terminal. Ah, excellent, my sister. Let me see them, if you please. Parson's smile disappears for a moment as he studies his parts, his brow furrows in concentration. As suddenly as it disappeared, the smile returns. Yes, these are the parts that I need. Thank you, friend. I trust there was no trouble, that you were able to attain them without bloodshed? Of course, we never spill blood when we don't have to. Okay, Gloria, I don't know about that. You're a little ahead of yourself there. Parsons' face lights up. Oh, that is wonderful news. Truly, truly wonderful. And now I have my end of the deal to uphold. If you're still hell-bent on meeting Trithemius, take the stairs up to the 3rd floor. You'll find an abandoned apartment at the end of the hall. Look for the stylized M painted on the wall. It looks like 2 crude lightning bolts facing one another. That's Trimethius' personal sigil. There's an old bookcase in the very back of the apartment. Under the 2nd shelf from the bottom, you'll find a button that opens the door to Trimethius' hideout. How do you know all of this? Because that abandoned apartment was once mine. In the days before I discovered the peace of communion, I was a very different man. I had need of such contrivances. His smile widens, but not anymore. Finally, I am at peace. Alright, bye. He inclines his head. Come back anytime. Okay, I'll go for at least a little bit longer. I could probably at least clear the 3rd floor before I stop. So I figure once I kill Trimethius, unless that takes way too long and I feel I have to stop, I will stop then. Go to the 3rd floor. Oh, those are some messed up spirits. He missed. Nowhere to heal? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I will have Diedrich stand here. Cast the thing on himself. And he missed. Line of sight was blocked. Let's fix that. How is everyone missing so much? Wow. We all suck at our jobs here. Except for Glory. She's doing great. Now we'll give Glory another turn. And he can do healing somebody. There we go. Well, no. Okay. Yeah, it says marked makes targets easier to hit, but I've yet to actually experience that as something that happens in game. That's too many AP. Ah, there is more. Well, shit. Okay. Well, he got their attention. I'm gonna have him hide over here. Go, little robot guy. Wow. Oh. Whose turn is it? It's Dietrich. Okay. Only one hit point after all that. Okay. Thank you. Ugh. I hate it when people miss in this game. It makes me sad. But sometimes that benefits me too, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. Seriously, I made a character that's almost completely useless outside the Matrix, but that you can be only so good in the Matrix because she's a troll and her intelligence only goes up so high because of it. It's so frustrating. And I should have known all these things when I made my character, but I wanted to make a troll decker, and that's what I did. Thankfully, my team is carrying me very well, because they're awesome. Ooh. I'll send it to my stash for later. I wish... Oh, swap another item. That'll be sent to stash, yeah. I'd love to see you play the XCOM games at some point, but the amount of times you miss 98% odds shots is disheartening. In XCOM or me? Because I think both might be true in this case. Because seriously, I've watched Krail and Django Pack play XCOM, and it does hit the wonderful button of I get to name characters after things. So, and we all know how much I love doing that. It's famous for that happening, and I am really bad for that happening to me too. Hi, you probably shouldn't have run up right in front of us. Put my drone into control mode. Put my drone over here. Could make a points redemption to have a character named after the viewer. I could! That's such a good idea. And I shoot you. Ooh, 5 damage. That's really good for me. Really, Glory, come on. You're so good. How did you miss that? Okay, I'll look at Glory another turn. Or not. She'll go stand in front of Dietrich. She will switch to shotgun and she will possibly shoot Glory. She didn't! Good job, Iger. Okay. You made that guy into a carpet stain. I sure did. There we go, there's the other mages. Well, there's a lot. It missed anyway, so that works, I guess. impressed I got that guy. I see. I have to pick them each. Okay, I understand how the power works now. Okay. So glad I upped your accuracy. Okay. Yeah, maybe probably shouldn't play XCOM if this is the case. I mean, at least the bad guys miss as stuff as I do, but I just wish it would, like, speed up the turns and not have that happen as much. Could make the game go a little slow. It is still better in that regard than Shadowrun Returns was. Damn, Glory. Like I said, a beast. Okay, you get some better cover. Good job taking cover, dude. But I suppose if I was gonna take cover from anybody, it'd be Glory and not me. This is why I always give Glory the extra turn. Magic fucker amulet. Oh, there's a fetish. Oh. Stash, because I'm not keeping that. I'll leave it alone, whatever. I realized I was just pressing the wrong button. Okay. Send it to my stash. I thought that was going to be the room we needed the thing in. Alright. A high-pitched, creaky voice shrieks out from the intercom. Hey, Ellen! How's it going? I'm doing pretty good. We're just on a constant string of I'll help you if you help me adventures that seems never ending right now, so I'm a little frustrated. But otherwise, I'm having fun with the game today. Go away! I won't let you... I also, as usual, can't read out loud very well. Go away, I won't let any spirits in here. You can't hurt me behind my door. No, you can't. I'll say, if I were a spirit, would I be using the intercom? The voice becomes calmer and lowers in pitch. Huh, I guess never heard of a spirit using an intercom before. That's a really good point. Are you here to save me? I'll say, yeah, I'm here to rescue you. Let me in. There's a long pause. Alright, I'm gonna let you in, but be cool, okay? I mean that. No funny stuff. You hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door. Finally, the lock unlatches with a click. I can't believe that worked. I love Iger. I thought it said communist. I realized it said communionist. What are you doing, captions? 1 second. It's really weird that was there. What the heck? Why are you doing that? Okay. Does it every so often, but doesn't usually last that long. There we go. It sorted itself out. It usually does eventually. The man waiting on the other side of the door is wild-eyed and bedraggled. He looks as though he hasn't eaten in weeks. There's almost no flesh on his bones, his beard is long and tangled, and his jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly jumps out of his own skin at the sight of you. Alan, how was the matches? I believe you had open lobbies today? Yeah, communionist. I thought it was communist at first. Who are you? Are you part of the communion? Have you come to take me back? Please, no, I don't want to go back. He spits and claws at the air in front of him, as if fighting off an invisible attacker. All the while, his eyes are locked on you. No, it isn't safe. The spirits, it's not safe. Games are overall good. I played Survivor. Very nice. Calm down. There are no spirits. They're gone. The hallway is empty. I totally wish I could have joined your lobby, but I was playing this. Empty? Yes, empty. All is empty without communion. But safe, you say? It's safe? His eyes go wide. It's safe! I can return to communion? He breaks into a ridiculous grin. I must go now. Yes, communion awaits. Some really bad killers who are not happy with one of my friends using power struggle and chose tunnel, face camp, and... Oh, what's BM mean? Other than battle movement. I know what it is, but I can't think of it. Other than that, it was good. You know, sometimes you get those killers, though. Bad manners. Yeah, okay. I was like, I know, as soon as you tell me, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I know what that means. It just was eluding me. Yeah, I hate when they do that. Like, send to my stash. I don't need the drugs, but I can sell the drugs. Like, it's one thing if you're tunneling because it's a tactic you want to use, or face camping is a tactic you want to use. It's shit to me, and it ruins the game because, like, how is that fun for anyone? You know, even the person doing it. Exactly, you can't really be upset about that. But then to like hit people on the hook and do the bad manners thing, like that is just being an asshole. There's no benefit to it other than to mind game and be an asshole, and that's just not cool. Oh, there's the M he was talking about. So, like, you know, I don't like tunneling, and I don't like face camping. Obviously, it takes the fun away for the survivor. But, oh yeah, the stopping on Scream, but, which I also don't really accept that. But whatever, if the screams annoy people, okay, sure. But, yeah, the excessive hitting on hook, that's just you. There's no benefit to that other than being an asshole. Like, tunneling and face camping are tactics. I may not like them, but you're playing a killer, so, like, oh no, you didn't play fair? Like, you know? Might be frustrating to deal with, but they're viable tactics in the game that are at the killer's disposal. Me being upset about that is the same as them being upset for taking us for taking our perks, right? But the hitting on the hook is just no. Now you're just being a dick. Why do my captions? Am I talking too fast for you, captions? Is that the problem? Is it freezing on something? Did I change a setting without realizing it? Okay. I think I might be talking too fast for it. Some people really do take the game too seriously, though. Hey, Bear! How's it going? Oh, this elf looks cool. A rail-thin elf wearing a comically ornate wizard's robe stands at the center of the room. When he speaks, his voice wavers and cracks. Oh man, is he have a Morty voice? Is he like, oh, Rick? Captions never work. They always get my name wrong. I've never... Why does it say, hey, babe? When did I say... the captions are, like, not liking anything today. Let me... put it up front. That might be part of the problem. Okay. Oh, I might be crashing the game soon. 1 second, guys. There we go. If I tab out too much, it doesn't like it. Show me a game and I'll show you. Show me what? I'll show you. Is that what the caption said? It sounds like you missed my unbearable puns. We did. We also forgot that one of the band names is just simply Beowulf. And you weren't here to hear it. Show me a game and I'll show you someone who takes it too seriously. There we go. I figured it was not a finished sentence. But it's true. So, I'm totally reading this like Morty. So, oh, I can't do it. It's complicated, Mini Jupe. It's true. So, you're the one who's been turning my home upside down. I assume that you come in search of my head at Ulrich's behest. I would warn you, stranger, he cannot be trusted. I like this answer. It's Berlin, 2054. Trust is so 2053. I'm saying it. I don't care how stupid it is. That may be so, but I'm telling you the truth about Ulrich. He may have a use for you now, but as soon as this is no longer holds, he will kill you. He steeples his fingers, looking for all the world like a kid in a Halloween costume. I would offer you an alternative. What is it that he has offered you for your assistance? I'm sure we can reach an equally beneficial arrangement. We need to get downstairs into the basement. Well then, our purposes run parallel. To reach the basement, you must use the elevator. The stairs will not reach it. There is no other way. When we took over from the Arbiters, I removed the power coupling from the elevator controls. Had to keep Ulrich out of his primary armory. Don't Stop Me Now sung YouTube video by Jupe. Don't stop me now. In exchange, Ulrich removed the elevator control chip, a petty move, presumably to prevent us from accessing that same armory after he retreated. If you agree to kill him, I'll give you the part that I removed. Then all you have to do is take the chip off Ulrich's stinking corpse. Trust me, that's the only way you'll ever lay hands on it. Once your usefulness to him has run its course, he will devote all of his strength to crushing you. Honestly, boss, I don't think I believe either of them. I'm kind of with Dietrich. I think we just kill everybody. Trithemius inclines his head. To show you how serious I am, I will offer you a further boon for dealing with Ulrich as he deserves. A magical item of great and inscrutable power. With it, you may call a powerful spirit to your side to defend you and to crush your enemies. Do my bidding, and this will be yours for the taking. I will not do that, because every time I've used it, anytime I've summoned a spirit, I lose control of it in 2 turns. Or in like a turn. And the same happens to all the enemies I fight. I'm not dealing with that bullshit. I'll say I made a deal and I'm sticking to it. Now let's get this over with. The elf's lips twist into a cruel smile. Big mistake, pal. You're gonna burn for that. Okay. Okay, Trace. I'm gonna call him Try Me. Okay, Try Me. Try Me, K. Control mode. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to do, but that works, I guess. Burps in French. What does that sound like? Le burp? Posture check myself. Drink some carbonated water. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna go for the middle guy next. Where's that Trithemius? Okay, we'll go for both of them then. The worst is when you burp and it burns your nose. Oh, I hate that. Okay, I am going to take a health pack. Because holy shit, that hurt. Oh, I thought I'd press to do that. I'll give you those back when I have a moment, Bear. It's a thing I tried to install, and it wasn't what I wanted it to be, so I removed it, and the channel points are still there despite me deleting them, so I gotta figure out how to get rid of them. And I meant to do that after Fallen Wyvern tried to redeem them, and I totally forgot. Wow. Let's get Jupe muted! Every day. That was quite a sound effect. Oof. Wow. I suck at guns, guys. how wide her attacks go to. For Shadowrun Hong Kong, I'll do much better, I can guarantee you. Reload my guns. Such a terrible shot in this game, oh my god.
I should go.
Thank you for the lurk, bear! Well, look, I got your item anyway. Oh, sweet medkits. Sweet money. I accidentally sent an important med. Oh no, I picked that up after I picked something up. Okay. Forgot I used the level 2 med kit. I was all like, what did I do? I switched out meds for drugs. That is not what I did. Ooh, some more money. I'm not used to picking up spell books and stuff in this game. It's never applied to me. Okay. Did I get... Thank you, Elvis. I just realized I'm not sure if I got the thing I need. He said it'd be behind a bookshelf, right? Okay. Oh, I do have the key. Okay. Cool, I have them. Go outside, get the other stuff, and I will do... Next time we'll do the basement. Ground floor. Hopefully I just have to hand this over and I don't have to kill anybody. But we'll see. Ulrich fixes you with a wary eye. Yeah, you need something else? I'll say Trithemius won't be a problem for you anymore. Here's his amulet. Ha! Nice work, friend. Ulrich accepts the amulet with a smile. He raises the jewel high above his head, then hurls it to the ground. It explodes into a spray of dull, glassy shards across the concrete. Ulrich favors you with an ugly smile, then reaches into his pocket and fishes out a baby... Oh no, not a baby. A badly scuffed control chip. He hands it to you. Well, I'm a man of my word. Here's the control chip for the elevator. You slot this into the elevator terminal, and you'll be good to go. Oh, and you'll also need to plug in the power coupling that Udi stole? You did grab that, right? I'd imagine it's still up there somewhere if you didn't. I'll say, hang on, you Nev. Ulrich holds a hand up and shakes his head. Whatever, it's not my problem. I've got bigger things to worry about, besides which you've got the chip. I've held up my end. Without waiting for a response, Ulrich takes a step back, then turns his head to shout at the toughs behind him. Listen up, boys. Our friend here just taught Wizard Boy a permanent lesson about messing with the Arbiters. A chorus of cheers erupts from the assorted gangers assembled behind Ulrich. So gear up, because we're got a goddamn building to take back. I mean, that shouldn't be hard. Okay, I'm gonna pause, or save. That won't let me. Alright. So I didn't have to kill anybody. I can end it there. Save and quit. Alright, alright, alright. So, next week, as far as I know, we're still good for Tuesday. For Shadowrun. So next week we will take the basement. And hopefully from there, Harfield Manor, but that I don't know. I don't think I can finish that in one sitting based on how the game usually goes, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But it is almost 12:30 here now, so I need to go to bed and stuff. Next time I am on will be Thursday at 8. Should be doing Survivor DVD matches, so that will be the plan as of now. We'll see what happens. I may do some killer matches to start, just to make up for missing Monday on that, because I painted instead. That's all I can think of. Otherwise, nothing else much new. Anyone who, if you weren't here at the beginning, my stickers are in and I'm excited. I think that's it. So anyway, let's figure out who we want to raid. And go from there. I really need to figure out how to take the bot moderators out of that. We are going to raid. If you have any raid... I was about to say... Oh, is Mom Goes Rogue on? Oh, good timing then. I already followed her, I think, so let me... Ooh, and she's playing Mortuary Assistant! Good choice! Yeah, we're gonna raid over to her once the ads go away. You guys know the drill. God, my internet is so crap right now. I don't know why, if it's something wrong with my computer or what's going on. But the ads are skipping just like the music was at the beginning of the stream. I wonder if I need to do something with my Chrome. We'll figure it out later. So we're gonna raid on... Oh, she's adorable. Mom Goes Rogue. So we'll head on over to her. And until then, I will see you on Thursday. I'll be on the Discord in the meantime. And have a good night. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I really thought we were at the end of it tonight, but apparently there's still so much more because everyone wanted help. So, have a good night. I will see you Thursday, and thank you all for joining me. Bye!